Hey everyone, this is Liv.Chacha. I am going to continue with week 6, understanding human behavior. In this video, I'm just going to answer the questions that I got from Peter or from the course. Yes, let's go. So, first question. What are the 6 human basic needs? First one, certainty. Second one, uncertainty/variety. Third one, significance. Fourth one, love and connection. Fifth one, growth. Sixth one, contribution. Okay, second question. Why we need to have an understanding of them? Why do we need to understand them? I wrote, to help us see ourselves and others, to learn and grow, to recognize why we do anything. So yes, I really truly believe that if I can see, okay, right now I'm feeling fear because my certainty is being threatened by this decision that I have to make. So I recognize that it's my need for certainty or my addiction to certainty that's coming and saying, no, don't do that. And instead I can go and say, okay, I see you, I hear you. Let's try and live more comfortably with uncertainty. I am very, very sure that taking this risk will end up being a better choice than not taking the risk. Usually, people who are close to death say, I wish I had done. They don't tend to say, I wish I had not done or not taking that risk. They usually regret not taking the risk. So, let's take more risks. It's so scary, but I do believe that it's better. Okay. Number 3, define certainty. So for me, it's like a feeling. It's an idea, because it's an illusion of something, of being sure. For me, it can feel like peace and can feel warm and homey. It certainly is also boring. Okay, yeah, so certainty is like an illusion. It doesn't really exist. We can't really be certain of anything. How does my need, question 4, how does my need for certainty shift? That's a personal question. So in relationships, when I feel like I'm not enough or I'm scared of losing someone, I look for a lot of certainty. I ask for affirmation from them, and I can be a bit of a handful, I think. But when I feel better in myself and I am more in the state of through me, life happens through me, life happens for me, then I don't need that same amount of certainty. But I wrote also that I think that I really like having people in my life that I love as long as possible. Like, letting completely go of people that I care about is not something I do, usually. Even if our relationship shifts, I still have them in my life. With work, so my income varies a lot, which sometimes makes me very nervous. But when I feel like I'm trusting, it's quite amazing. Like, I don't work as much as most people, and I that I know, and I get to do many different things. And here I wrote that I'm excited for more. So actually my life has changed a bit lately, and I feel like I'm working a lot. I'm very, very busy at the moment. And I'm looking forward to the point where the work I'm doing is going to present a higher salary slowly. I think that is going to happen. It's just that it takes some time. And right now I'm in the working phase before things maybe change. Yeah, so I'm working a lot and also earning way more money than I did before, because I had to double my income lately, and that's a challenge for sure. I wrote that letting go of worry is amazing. And I also wrote that I live in more certainty than I probably need. And I'm slowly trying to take some steps towards living in more uncertainty. Question number 5. Where does certainty exist? It's a trick question, because the answer is nowhere. But I wrote maybe in death. Maybe we can all be sure that we're going to die. And then again, I don't know, because biology is moving forward and might be able to really extend our living time a lot in the future. What are the question number 6? What are the 2 laws of nature? Nature favors risk takers. People who can live with uncertainty usually end up more happy. Yeah. To what the 2 laws are, I wrote growth and contribution. If you don't grow and if you don't contribute in nature, you're taken out of the food chain. Yeah. Because maybe like a bigger tree will take over if you're not an important part of the chain of food, like contribute with something to the bigger trees, but are only taking, then some kind of roots will just kill those roots, I think. Number 7, what is the best way to handle the certainty and uncertainty paradox? And first I wrote, I don't know. And I don't feel like Peter actually gave any answers to this in this week's episode. But later I have learned that the best way, for me at least, in how to handle like the certainty, or that the uncertainty is to know that certainty is an illusion and become absolutely sure that I can handle uncertainty. Just be so sure, like feel really, really certain I can handle this uncertainty. That's it. Number 8, what meaning or significance does an event or circumstance have in our life? And I wrote none, because the text has more meaning. Like how we look at things, the content is the water, the context is the bottle. How we hold things, how we look at things is more important than the rest, than what's actually inside you. Number 9, the defining characteristics of an entrepreneur is. It is the ability to live with uncertainty. It is not passion, it is not love for what they're doing, it is not self-discipline, it is the ability to live with uncertainty. Number 10, define significance. It is to be something special, different than the others, outstanding. In both meanings, like, wow, you're outstanding, but also, wow, you are outside of the group. It's your own identity and sense of self-importance. That also answers question 11. So number 12, why is significance a paradox that prevents you from feeling love and connection? Because you're outstanding, you're not a part of the group, and so you're not connected. 13, what is the need that drives achievers? Significance. Number 14, what is the need tied to? Loneliness. I have that. I've been driven a lot by significance, wanting to feel significant, be significant, and it definitely leaves me feeling very lonely. Yeah. 15. How do we unite our needs on the four-way seesaw? What he means is, like, how do we balance the four basic needs? The first ones, certainty, uncertainty, significance, love, and connection. I wrote we don't. And instead look into growth and contribution, because that's where fulfillment actually lies. Maybe love and connection as well. I think that one is pretty important. But I think if we focus on growing and contributing, love and connection will come automatically. Number 16. What is meant by content and context? See the glass story. Yeah, it is what I already explained. The water is what's inside, it's the content. Family, friends, religion, career, hobbies, your car, your house, all the stuff. The bottle is the context, how you see it, how we perceive it, through what lens I'm looking at things. Number 17, define fulfillment. Feeling like we're growing and contributing is like where I think the most fulfillment is to find. Number 18, identify the needs of the ego personality and the needs of the spirit. First 4 ones is the ego, 2 last ones, the spirit, growth and contribution. Number 19, which needs contain the joy of life? Same answer, growth and contribution. Woo. Feel like I'm repeating myself here. Number 20, what are the 4 classes of behavior? Number 4, it doesn't feel good, it is not good, it doesn't contribute, it's not good for others, it doesn't serve others or the greater good. Number 3, it feels good. It certainly feels good to do that. Very bad thing. It isn't good for you, and it doesn't serve others or the greater good. Number 2, it doesn't feel good, but you know it's good for you, and it serves others and the greater good. Number 1, ding 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 ding, the one we want. It feels good, and it is good for you. It serves the greater good and others. 21. The quality of life is in direct proportion to the amount of what? How much uncertainty you can comfortably live with. After that, there was an exercise. More exercises. Many exercises. Okay, so first one. What would you say are your 2 top driving needs? A hint from him is, which ones do you relate to, focus on, or value the most? How do you meet these needs? Hint, needs can be met in positive and negative ways. So first, I wrote, like, my first thought is just that significance is what I focus on a lot. And then after that, love and connection. So, first, what do I relate to? Significance for sure. Second, love and connection. What am I trying to focus on right now? More love and connection, and also growing. And then significance as well. I think that's just a big need that I have. I have to work on that. Or accept it and find ways to be significant where I can also contribute and grow. I think that's the way. What do I value? I really value love and connection. It's super important to me. I value growing. I value people who contribute, and I value also significance. Probably also value certainty and uncertainty. It's just not the first ones popping up in me. How do I meet those needs? It's sunny and now it's starting to rain. Well, for significant, I in general just feel significant. Like, I get it met a bit in the work that I do. I get it from the way I think about myself, how I identify myself. And I think these are not the most positive ways because it's more thinking that I am better than, and this totally comes from insecurity, feeling like I'm not good enough, so I need to be better than X. I wrote later on this page that I think my need for significance, or feeling that significance in myself, could become fulfilled in a positive way if I start, instead of thinking better than, I could start thinking I am great and wonderful, and that's what makes me significant. Okay, love and connection. I get that from people. The people that I get very, very close to me. With some people, I'm vulnerable and open, and that's when I experience love and connection, when I'm really vulnerable and open with them. When I dance, sometimes I also feel very deep connection, especially through partner dances or contact improvisation or fusion. And then through deep conversations about life. I love to have deep conversations about life, how life affects you, what you think life is about, and all of those things. And I realized that that's also a way that I feel that I'm growing. Like, when I have these really deep connections and deep conversations with people, I feel myself growing because they add to me and I learn something. And I also get to express myself, which maybe clear out some thoughts of mine, and in this way I'm really growing. And in this way I also feel that I'm contributing. When I have deep conversations, I sometimes feel how something I say or a meaning, an opinion that I have can change someone's life or change their view on life to something better. And that's when I really feel like I'm contributing with something. Deep conversations, this is something so precious to me. I also feel growing when I read and I study this program. I feel it when I practice handstands. I feel it in yoga. Yeah. Next question. What can you do to increase your focus and contribution in ways that are more aligned to serve you at a higher level? What are the things that you could change? First thing, I could do this course every week. Working on that. I could make sure to do 1 week every week. I'm really trying. Second, I could take a moment as often as feels good to remember and visualize and feel that life is good. Like to really just stop, close my eyes, and focus on feeling life is good, feeling gratitude, feeling all the good things that I have in my life. And feel peace. I think feeling happy things is practice. So that's what I want to do. I want to sit down and practice. Feel peace. Feel that anything that happened will be okay or good. No matter what, it will be fine. Life serves me and I'm grateful. I am. Then I can keep doing what I'm doing, vibrating at a different frequency. And I can listen to my gut feeling. Like, dare to speak out my opinion about things. Dare to say no when my gut is telling me to say no. And trust it. Don't let other people make the decisions for me. Or other people needs trying to fulfill them before making sure that I am good. Yeah. Next question. Reflecting on your current behaviors, actions, and habits, how can you change them in ways that turn your class 2 behaviors to class 1 behaviors? And I wrote down cooking. I could buy nice ingredients. And most of all, relax. Relax, focus on cooking and enjoying the experience. Concentrate on enjoying it. I know that I can do it, but often I get into this headspace where I'm like, I just have to get it done and it has to be fast and it has to be amazing and blah blah blah, because I have high expectations of my own cooking skills. And I realize that I can slow down, that I can, just by focusing and thinking, enjoy it. I can enjoy it, just cooking. Take enough time to do it. Look how the vegetables transform when I cut them into different shapes, when I put them on the pan or in the pot. And see how things change and experiment with my spices. I have lots of spices. I need even more spices. Yeah, taking the time and just focus on it. Maybe listening to music. Then I wrote cleaning. Well, listening to music or a podcast can make that very nice. And again, focusing on seeing how I'm transforming the environment to something better. Teaching. I'm starting to enjoy teaching more and more. But this is a place where I can give myself more time to study, explore, and choreograph. / create something fun, like give myself more time to choreograph, because I actually like it. Next, what have I learned in this straight talk, and any useful bits of information, tips, and strategies that you specifically want to remember? Write them down so you can refer to them later. I already did. Okay, think about how you will use the information you have just learned. Write down the ways you can apply this information. One big thing I think I can do is to focus on growing and contributing, to feel good in life and have fulfillment. Relax a bit with the significance. Check if it's a class 1, 2, 3, or 4 behavior that I'm running, and see if I can change it to like a smaller number, so into something better. Yes. Those were all the questions from week 6. I will just finish with that. I'm learning so much. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for watching and being with me on this journey. Please feel free to add any comments, answer some of these questions yourself. I would love to hear about it. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love. Leo, bye bye. See you next time.